A four-alarm fire barrels through a pallet company near downtown Stockton, burning one home to the ground and damaging four others. One person was hurt. And yesterday, people were forced to evacuate that neighborhood as a pillar of black smoke filled the sky. Around 80 firefighters spent hours dousing the flames at Hugo's Pallets Incorporated at Weber and B Streets. And we are learning tonight that neighbors say they have been complaining for quite some time about this pallet business.
CBS 13's Carlos Correa is getting answers for us tonight in Stockton. Carlos, we know that you spoke with the owner of this company today. What did he say about some of these neighbors' complaints?
You know, during our short conversation this morning, he made no mention of talking to neighbors or receiving complaints from them. He did say that he had a visit earlier this month from officials with the city of Stockton. He didn't go into detail about what they were talking about or what the event was for, but we did find out that on May 9th is when the city of Stockton issued him a citation.
That, Carlos, raises a lot of questions about city officials and how did they respond to some of these complaints. How many complaints did they receive? How long did they receive these complaints? And what about this citation? I mean, what in the world does that mean if you get a citation?
Well, the city couldn't tell us the amount of citations that they received, but the citation here, or rather complaints, but the citation here included nails that were found on the street. This company is located right in front of a group of homes, about 10 of them. And so these neighbors were coming home, driving home, walking around the neighborhood, and they were finding nails in the street. So the citation included that. It also included pallets being stacked up very high, and so the neighbors had a lot of concern about that.
Carlos, you were down at the scene yesterday at the height of all of this chaos, speaking with so many homeowners and renters down there. What have the last 24 hours been like for some of these people?
You know, they're scared. It's been a very difficult evening, a very difficult morning for them. I did speak to a woman who was impacted by this fire. She's been working with the American Red Cross. The agency gave her some vouchers for a hotel stay. That lasts through the weekend. She says beyond the Memorial Day weekend, she has no idea on where she's going to be living. I spoke with another woman who says she's going to rely on her loved ones to stay with them until she figures out what she's going to do next.
Carlos, let's talk about the source of this particular fire. You look at those pictures from yesterday, and that thing took off like a torch. And I'm just wondering, arson investigators have been on the scene. Are they giving you any indication how this started and what really fueled that fire?
That's right. Arson investigators have been on the scene last night, all day this morning. They've been interviewing people. They've been on the property trying to find some answers. We, of course, have been making phone calls. We did reach the fire chief this morning, who said an investigation like this could take anywhere between days and weeks to figure out.
Okay, Carlos, thank you very much for the update live from the scene in Stockton, where it was really burning last night at this time.
Yeah, it certainly was. Many more questions still